Little interview, my interview with Gerard Way.
You like D&D, Audrey Hepburn, Fangoria, Harry Houdini, and croquet. You can't swim, you can't dance, and you don't know karate. Face it, you're never gonna make it.
I don't want to make it.
So we're in the hotel where My Chemical Romance are staying, and I'm happy to be talking to Gerard Way here. How you doing, mate?
Good, how you doing, man?
Oh, I'm awesome. Welcome back to New Zealand.
Thanks.
Okay, first of all, let's talk about this album. Now, it's quite the package with the whole concept and the image and style and artwork. Were you guys attempting to do kind of a concept album when you first did it?
I think I think it was always going to be a concept album. I think maybe initially we had shied away from it. I don't know why. But then, you know, once we started writing the material and putting it together, it was clearly obvious we should do what we were good at, which is to make concept albums and to put on something theatrical and make it big. So we kind of realized we had a strength in that. So.
Actually, speaking of that, I heard rumours that there was going to be a Black Parade feature film.
Right, we heard some rumors about that too, and actually there was some talk about it early on from certain people, but you know, it ended up not being something that made a lot of sense to do.
Okay, what were some of the key messages that you were going to try and achieve with the album?
I think we just wanted to make a more uplifting record. I think Revenge was coming from a place of grieving and anger and things like that. We wanted to give people more of a sense of hope, and we really just wanted people to stop being so afraid of actually living. I think it's actually harder to live than it is to die. Like, it's way easier to just die or choose to die. And so we want to encourage people to kind of live life the way they want to express themselves. It's about self-expression more than anything, that record, I think.
Any future collaborations? Would you like to work with maybe Snoop or something?
I've never seen this band being able to work in a hip-hop sense at all. As much as I like hip-hop, I've never seen it working in that arena or with that kind of production or anything. I mean, I've always been a big fan of like Nick Cave or Tom Waits. I think one of those guys would be really cool to work with. Or Greg Dooley from the Afghan Wigs. I always thought it would be great to have singing on a track.
So actually, speaking of that, you're sort of seen as a massive superstar these days, but back in your school days, you tried to stay out of the public eye a bit, didn't you?
Yeah, well, because I wanted to just work on stuff and be left alone.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's really what you use school for. If you're artistically inclined, you just kind of get your work done and get by, so you can kind of be left alone in the back of the classroom and do what you want.
All right. Now I noticed that you're a big fan of of drawings and art and stuff. Would you have gone into art had you not been a musician?
Well, I did at first. I went to art school and I graduated School of Visual Arts in New York for illustration and cartooning, and then I basically was an intern at various places like DC Comics and things like that. So I was involved in art before this, and now I'm involved in it again. But I never was uninvolved with it.
Yeah. You just sort of morphed into a different monster.
Yeah. Like not by choice. It was weird.
Okay, I've got a little art game that I'd like to play. Have you ever played the Three Squiggle Test?
No, what's that?
Okay. I'm just going to grab this table.
Okay.
Pretty basic. Really.
Do I get to draw?
I'll give you a piece. Yeah, you get to draw here on Vodafone Select. So there's a pen there.
Okay.
And draw 3 lines or squiggles anywhere you want on the page.
3 lines?
3 lines or squiggles like that. Okay. Okay, awesome. Okay, now we swap them over, and we've got to give each other a theme, and you have to construct a picture out of that.
A theme?
So you give me a theme. My theme for you is the next Black Parade, the next My Chemical Romance album cover.
Oh man.
Yeah. And you can give me a theme.
Your theme is Kennedy assassination.
Ooh, okay. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Okay. And then you got plans for the holidays?
Yeah, I'm gonna be home for Christmas. I'm very excited about that.
Really nice. Spend time with the fams.
Yeah, it's gonna roll.
And notice you said that Japan was one of your favourite places to tour.
It is, yeah.
It was. What was cool about it?
You know, I think because it's so alien.
Yeah.
And you get there and it's like nothing you've ever seen. Like, I love it here. It's really awesome, but there's obviously going to be similarities, especially in any like English-speaking country.
Yeah.
there's going to be some similarities and stuff. So
When you guys get on stage, you guys have a pretty big live stage show. Do you have any pre-performance rituals?
let's see. Pre-performance rituals.
Do you have any vocal warm-ups?
Yeah, I vocally warm up. I drink a lot of tea. We give each other these high fives.
Yep. Special high fives?
Yeah, special high fives. And those are fun.
I think I'm almost done.
Wow, man, you're quick.
I'm going to just sign my name at the bottom here because that's what all good artists do.
Ready? Why don't you explain that to me?
Okay, I'm going to just run this through you. So my 3 lines were basically, this is Kennedy assassination. My lines were there, here, and there. And basically, these are the buildings. There's the grassy knoll.
Okay.
And there's a gun.
Okay.
Kind of swirling a gunshot. And then my name down the bottom. Wow, you've done an amazing job.
Thanks. Okay. Well, you
take
see,
us through this, right? This is,
well, we have a ship
Yeah.
flying over the ocean because the line that I was given was too high to put the boat in the ocean, but it's just a flying
You
ship.
could have said it was magical.
It is now a magical ship. So I think what we're going to get on the next record is a record of sea shanties. That's what you can expect. So
Gorgeous.
the artwork will probably look similar to that.
Nice. And if we could get you to pop your little
Oh,
signature
sure.
on the bottom there, that'd be great. Put that on eBay. Nah, jokes. Anyway, that is amazing. Thanks so much for chatting
problem.
to me. And awesome 3-line squiggle.
Thanks a lot.
Wicked.